Hi, this is Soul Mechanics, practical tune-ups to be a healthy human, and I'm your host, Kate Foley. Whether you realize it or not, you have an inner critic. You also have an inner idealist. The inner idealist, or dreamer, is the one who says things like, if I only had more money, I could do what I really want to do. Or, my life would be perfect if I worked for myself. Or, if they were with me, I would be happy. There's no problem with idealism when you understand that it's just that, idealism. It becomes problematic when the ideal becomes an expectation. Some people get really confused and frustrated when their ideals don't match their reality. Frequently in my practice, I encounter the phrase, I only want love and joy in my life. This phrase looks appealing on paper. I mean, who wouldn't want a personal rainbow to show up every day, right? Here's the thing. Only love and joy in your life is impossible. Whenever I question someone about this phrase, I get a perplexed and exasperated look as if I just asked them why they bother using soap and water. Listen, I'm not judging anyone for using a statement like this. When I encounter people who are making these statements, it's usually in response to conflicting feelings, or to invite some ease into their lives. I can understand this. When you've been living with hardship for a long time, or when challenge after challenge accumulates, it's difficult to try to strike a balance with your thoughts. You want to change. You want comfort. And you want words to express that desire for comfort. So we move into idealism and use extreme phrases like, I want only love and joy in my life. But here's why it's impossible. Words are powerful, but they don't necessarily work in a linear fashion when it comes to conscious desires. For instance, you say, I want love in my life. The truth in this statement is, I don't have love in my life. That's why you're asking, right? If you had love in your life, you wouldn't be asking for love in your life. This is the same concept with the phrase, I want only love and joy. In another scenario, when you say a phrase like, I want only love and joy for my child, you're setting up expectations for your child. What if your child is bullied, or has a learning disability and struggles in school, or has fluctuating hormones? How do you think they'll feel when they hear you repeating this statement over and over again? Or when you tell them that? I want only love and joy for you. I can't be certain, but they might feel like they're disappointing you. It's a lot of pressure to keep up with that ideal. Imagine when you say this phrase to yourself, and without a doubt, you have an emotion other than love and joy. Or someone you love dies. What happens then? This phrase can set up a complicated emotional scenario. Then there's the notion of being happy. I can't tell you how many times in my life I've heard people say, I just want you to be happy. At some point, probably when I started studying psychology, I remember wondering, why is happiness so important? And why is my happiness necessary for someone else just to go about their day? Where does happiness begin and end? When did this become our ambition? Striving for happiness is like asking the earth to be yellow all the time. No other colors, no hues, no depth, just yellow. This is completely unreasonable, unattainable, and creates a lot of frustration. Oh, but frustration isn't allowed, only happiness, right? Expecting only love and joy or happiness for yourself and others is a limitation. If we limit our emotions and experiences, we are limiting our lives. We're limiting our health. We're limiting what comes in and goes out of our lives. Listen, we're human. Varied emotions and experiences are part of the game. When we accept our challenges in the moment and embrace the accompanying emotions, then movement occurs. Human bodies are made for movement. This includes our emotions. Try accepting what you feel right now Don't judge yourself. Don't judge your present circumstances. Dreaming is natural and normal, and it can be really fun. It can spark creativity. But sometimes people get stuck in their dreams. The dream becomes the tether when you should be the tether. You are not defined by your circumstances. Your very existence is definition enough. This is Kate Foley. Thank you for listening.